Is that Shira?
What's good, y'all? If you're new to the channel, my name is Shadiq and I like the KRXOVR Media. If you aren't new to the channel, you already know that Abs is one of my favorite artists. His Daily Duppy is probably my favorite Daily Duppy of all time. I actually featured it in my intro to Abra Cadabra playlist. Make sure you check out that video and mix where I explain my top 10 songs for new Abra Cadabra listeners. I also have an interview with Abs himself. I have all of these things linked up here in the cards. But I don't want to waste any more time, man. People already hit me up about this one, and this just dropped like less than an hour ago, about an hour ago. One of my fraternity brothers, Ian, hit me up saying I might want to check this out before it gets pulled from YouTube. So I'm assuming it's a little bit rude. Listen, man, I don't want to hold y'all too much longer. Let's get it. I'm seeing this one is almost 7 minutes long, so I'm expecting a couple beats. Let's see if y'all does himself, because like I said, his first Daily Duppy is one of my favorites, if not my favorite Daily Duppy of all time. Gotcha.
So you know, AB in the building, sending shit
never
all
heard
and all,
Abs
and get
you
right,
got
get left,
you
and
get
get stretched.
stretched.
We did
You
it 10 times, you know. And now it goes already. F's up or get a chest up.
Storytelling to open it up?
Oh.
There's gonna be storytelling to open it up? Because this beat.
Turning over a new leaf. I've been getting itchy car, I ain't been in these streets. I've been rapping for my family, saying my people gotta eat, but lately, all I see is pussies talking shit on Instagram and sending out tweets. I'm nerd. If I want.
Oh man. Alright. He actually touched on that in my interview with him about how was it in my interview or was it something else? He definitely touched on the fact that, you know, he's doing music to provide for a lot of people right now. So anyway, but yeah, I'm liking the beat already too. I'm liking the beat.
Turning over a new leaf. I've been getting itchy car, I ain't been in these streets. I've been rapping for my family, saying my people gotta eat, but lately, all I see is pussies talking shit on Instagram and sending out tweets. I'm nerd. If I weren't the way out, I'd grab my strap and get to scheming.
I just want to say really quickly, you gotta pay attention to Abs' ad-libs. Like, he just says the most rude and disrespectful thing. Maybe not rude, but he says some disrespectful things in the background. Anyway.
Shit on Instagram and sending out tweets. I'm nerd. If I weren't the way out, I'd grab my strap and get to scheming. For my nigga Chris, how you feeling? Can we stop somebody's breathing? Roadblock demons pull up on your block. The ask know how we fall in the evening. No cap. I'm a rap when I'm spitting his fraction.
And I heard that this is the direction that Abs is going to be taking his music. I'm hearing that he wants to start dabbling in the more kind of old school sound. So if that's the case, this is an early preview. Man said you want to stop somebody's breathing.
Roadblock demons pull up on your block. The ask know how we fall in the evening. No cap. I'm a rap when I'm spitting his fraction. Even smoke dead ups no more. I'm bigger than that. I'm getting older, plus I realize I'm realer than that. So put some gunshots in their bridges and go laugh for the gang. That's if they push me.
And that's why I like artists like this, right? Artists who can tell you outright, I'm growing up, I'm maturing, I have to be cognizant of the fact that the things that I used to do, the things that I used to resonate with aren't going to get me much farther in life at the particular place that I am right now. That's what really separates the artists that last long from the artists who get fizzled out after a couple years. So, Abs, if you're watching this, shout outs to you, man. I really appreciate the fact that you said that.
I'm a rap when I'm spitting his fraction. Even smoke dead ups no more. I'm bigger than that. I'm getting older, plus I realize I'm realer than that. So put some gunshots in their bridges and go laugh for the gang. That's if they push me. I'm chilling, I'm a rapper now. Big cash stacker now. Brothers that will kill for me get slapped if you're acting well. Cash money really turned me to a boss. I love the nigga that I am now. I was broke on my block. They couldn't play on my name to know. I've been in these streets knee deep. Couple niggas tuck their toes and the beef got peace. Not me, I got my shank or the heat. I put my heart on my sleeve.
Peep how to say I grabbed my shank and they put a picture of Rambo instead of him actually saying Rambo. That's funny.
I am now, I was broke on my block. They couldn't play on my name to know. I've been in these streets knee deep. Couple niggas tuck their toes and the beef got peace. Not me, I got my shank or the heat. I put my heart on my sleeve. I went to war for my G. Are you a boss when you don't bring your brothers nothing but jail sentences and caskets?
You see what I'm saying? Like, would somebody in Abs' circumstance be saying this if they were like 18, 19? They probably wouldn't be saying that, but now he's saying, like, how could you call yourself a boss if you're putting people who you supposedly care about, who you're responsible for, in positions that aren't benefiting you, right? That's a very mature mindset to start having, especially for people who are coming from a space where there probably aren't that many people who are teaching them to think that way.
Are you a boss when you don't bring your brothers nothing but jail sentences and caskets? Better other when cartridge. For my people, them I rise and block. I'm a target and I know this car made it that. I ain't trying to change it, fam. Put one in the head and come blazing, fam. Them niggas know we blazing back. Niggas getting shot at and they blame, man. Pretend on the net all you want, but niggas know we ain't playing that. Steppers them deb out, big whack step out. 2 liter dingers getting rev up, better run when it comes to a stop. Ambulance will come for climb, we spread out. I seen it all and done it all. No rap cap, I'm a bad man. Only thing I ain't done in these streets is Pac-Man. Feel like I was supposed to, I've really come close to. Facts.
I hear the Pac-Man reference. I wonder if he's saying the only thing I haven't done is actually gotten a body kit. If that's the case, again, that takes a lot of maturity, because other people, when they're on a beat, they have opportunity whenever they can to say, yeah, I did XYZ, I got down XYZ, when for all we know they didn't do that. So if that is what he's saying, like, listen, that's not what I've done, I can respect that. He even said something like that in his first Duppy, right, where he said something along the lines of like, he ain't never been a boss, he was a worker, right, saying, yeah, I wasn't at the top, I was just moving outside, right. And other artists, when they can, they want you to feel like they're at the top of the world. He lets you know, like, listen, I'm not gonna cap where it's unnecessary.
The thing I ain't done in these streets is Pac-Man. Feel like I was supposed to, I've really come close to. Facts. Minimum 3 when I shank, man. I'm a gangster, not a driller forever. Free my nigga cash, we was drilling.
Again, like, I don't think he's ever intentionally let us know, like, listen, like, I haven't done that. He's saying, like, listen, I'm just on road. I'm not necessarily out here doing the worst of deeds, but I'm out here. That's really dope, yo. That's what I like about Abs, and that's why I know he's gonna have longevity, because he doesn't shy away from actually letting you know who he really is, or at least making you feel like you're knowing who he really is, and not necessarily a facade.
3 when I shank, man. I'm a gangster, not a driller forever. Free my nigga cash, we was drilling together. We was bad way before we got our bread up. I got faith that our days will get better. They said they love me. They said they love me, but I don't know. Times that they left me all alone. Had to pick up myself and just keep going.
Yo, I done smacked the damn thing so hard I activated the captions. Hold on. That caught me all the way off guard. Hold on. This sounds like an actual song. It's lit.
We was drilling together. We was bad way before we got our bread up. I got faith that our days will get better. They said they love me. They said they love me, but I don't know. Times that they left me all alone. Had to pick up myself and just keep going. Please don't waste my time. Tell me anything, yes or no. Remember in this world we was born alone. Pick up on my chest up in this smoke.
Bro. Yo, Abs. Why do you do this, yo? Jesus. We're taking that whole thing back. And I don't know if it's just me, right? But I feel like I've picked up that he's referenced, maybe it may not be on purpose, but he said lines that are titles of other songs. He said keep going. Granted, that's not necessarily a ad specific thing, right? But he said keep going, and then it reminded me of the song Keep Going. He even said something else in that hook that reminded me of another song. I think he had another phrase that he said that also reminded me of a previous song. It probably isn't on purpose, it's probably just regular statements, but it reminded me of those songs though. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna post that later. We're taking back that whole hook.
They said they love me, but I don't know. Times that they left me all alone. Had to pick up myself and just keep going. Please don't waste my time. Tell me anything, yes or no. Remember in this world we was born alone. I pick up on my chest up in this smoke.
And one thing about Abs that he allows his sounds to evolve, like. That's definitely something about Abs. Like, he doesn't stick with one sound for long. He conquered Afro swing, he conquered drill. Now he's going back to the older style beats.
Sure. You know, AB in the building, 7 shit. Oh, and get right, get left, and get stretched.
Who produced this? Wait, hold on. I just realized Gotcha produced that first one. That wasn't even a. Yo, Gotcha, if you're watching this, shout outs to you. I just realized, yeah, wow. Okay, everybody's leveling up. Heard it. All right.
No. F's up and get a chest up where your vest cuts. Yeah. If I bang this weapon cam, then I might not make it back to Sade. When I'm on this glide, everything's on break on a mission to wake up a man's estate. Generally I'm
Man said I'm on a mission to wake up the estate. again, like, one of the things I like about Abs and the reason why I like his music so much is that he says things very creatively, and this is something you may have heard me say in other reactions if you aren't new here. I like when artists say things that are just so distinct and ownable that you can't mix it up with another artist. I don't think I've ever heard anybody else say, no, I'm trying to wake up your estate. It's probably something that somebody has said, but now I'm going to be thinking of this particular track if I ever do hear something similar to that in the future.
And I'm on this glad everything's on break on a mission to wake up a man's estate. Generally I'm violent, yeah. Send corny or artist. Ask girls when I see my target. I don't itch, I just cross it. Are you really that you came in the lyrics next bit? I don't think so. No. Machine man strangle it, tryna hit him like bro did chest shot bingo. Baby says she wanna hold this wet butt, will she tell her up? I don't think so. Is he a 10 plus 12 or 3 times 3? Line him and let 6 go. Yeah. On the streets.
Ian, I get it. I understand. I see why you...
Tryna hit him like bro did chest shot bingo. Baby says she wanna hold this wet butt, will she tell her up? I don't think so. Is he a 10 plus 12 or 3 times 3? Line him and let 6 go. Yeah. On the streets, man get respect, knives, man inject, don't get shit quick. Gunshot sounds when I flex my index.
And you have to respect the fact that he always reinvents his flow. Like, he has sequences, right, where it's like you have, alright, cool, these songs are gonna be like related in the sense that they're either gonna reference each other, they're gonna have themes that are similar to each other, I'm gonna say things that are similar, and like I'll even use similar flows, and then once that run is done, boom, it's on to another sound. I don't know if y'all had deeped it, right, but that's really a thing. Like his songs from like 2017, 18 had a particular sound where it was like drilling the content but not in the sound that we know right now. Like, it didn't sound like drill right now or even at the time. And then he had the Afro swing, obviously. Then he had the whole of 2020 where the songs had similar feelings to it, but they all kind of built off of each other, and they were all very drill. Same thing here. Like, the first one and the second one, they're related in their sound and in the content a little bit, but it's definitely different from things that he's done in the past, and even things that other people are doing right now.
Keep silent, don't drill to impress. Is when inject, don't get shit quick. Gunshot sounds when I flex my index. Drilling, keep silent, don't drill to impress. He keeps chatting about spin thing, but all night he ain't made no barrel spin. Yeah, we crashed his vision and his shit got tech when we robbed that brick. And we didn't leave shit left. Rondos, man made rondos and still get drops and drew that pronto. I had no sense, so I hit him with a combo. Left that wounded, moving slow-mo. Better have a...
Yo, I don't care. Maybe I'm gassed because I'm just a fan of the music. I don't care. His flows are too cool. They're too dope. They're different. Like, I'm not hearing anybody else flowing the way that he does, in the sense that I can't hear somebody else and say that sounds like Abs, or hear Abs and say that's like somebody else. Like I said, it always feels like he's constantly reinventing his sound and his flow and just everything. He's just always going through these phases where he's just like, all right, cool, I did that. Let's flip it. Let's do something else now. And if what I'm expecting to be the future of his music is gonna be the future, y'all are in for a treat, yo.
This shit got tech when we robbed that brick and we didn't leave shit left. Rondos, man made rondos and still get drops and drew that pronto. I had no sense, so I hit him with a combo. Left that wounded, moving slow-mo. Better have it whacked up, in fully locked in.
Man said I left that wounded moving in slow-mo. You ever seen somebody get dropped or almost dropped and they just start stumbling? Like, they moving in a completely different timeline than everybody else.
No sense, so I hit him with a combo. Left that wounded, moving slow-mo. Better have it whacked up, in fully locked and loaded. Tryna slide there was a no-no. Love some of you all filled the bind. We put holes in the brick like polo. Sure, watch your head back, watch your neck back, watch your chest and get a vest and go protect that. If I aim there.
And that's something else that he does very well too. And I think this is part of the reason why he's able to last so long in music. He can have a thing that he says, and then within, like I said, like the series of songs that are like related, that's how I'm going to describe them, he will reference either the same thing or similar things in slightly different ways. And obviously he has Spin That Coupe, right? He had the like his whole protect your chest cuz, wear your vest, all that. He said that in Somebody's Son. He may have said it in whatever was the song before that or in a previous song, but it makes sense that now with the last one that he dropped being Somebody's Son, and he had that protect your chest. He said that in the intro of this one. Oh, yeah, no way, get right, get left, get stressed for the gelatin. Like, all those things that he says. And then even the fact that he's referencing wear your vest, protect your chest. But he's taking that phrase and then flipping it a little bit. So it's the same concept. It's the same content, what he's saying. But the way that he's saying is a little bit different.
Watch your head back, watch your neck back, watch your chest and get a vest and go protect that. If I aim there, this Beretta gon' burn you down, you won't get up. I slept so much time that the G's won't let man. Most of my G's went Joey had a shortage of steppers. You know A.B. stepped up. Hospital thing with a flick on my wrist if I touch my finger. Know yourself, the gal want fuck, control your girl. No, I made too many men.
Who's that reminding me of? Damn, that flows. It's reminding me of his the convo.
I had the ting pointed, that is hacked in the arm. Jakes gave me a heart attack.
Yeah. That's definitely an abs flow. It's definitely an abs
My
flow.
wrist if I touch my finger. Know yourself, the girl want fuck. Control your girl. No. I made too many men bleed in the streets, hoping I die, I don't go to hell. If I hit him with full from this hunting, check his life points, that's a over hell. Creeping and hot block, oversell. Them men only get triggered on the net. Me, I used to get triggered and go for a spin. Turn that whip, reverse and skid. I swear that's him.
Man said, you just feel away online. Once I feel away, I'm out here. Jeez.
Hunting, check his life points, that's a over hell. Creeping and hot block, oversell. Them men only get triggered on the net. Me, I used to get triggered and go for a spin. Turn that whip, reverse and skid. I swear that's him. Me, I might hop out the ride and beat it, or I might slap from the window standing ting. Hopped out all black on a phantom ting. Sure. Lean with it and bang that stress. I ain't never been an actor. I'm locked in. Off the streets by my past, that's my two-step factor.
Okay, it's actor isn't late, but logged on. He's logging in. He says something about password, login. Heard it.
I ain't never been an actor. I'm locked in. Off the streets by my past, that's my two-step factor. You can say what you want.
Man said that's my two-step. If y'all don't have two-step authentication on damn near any application that you use, especially if it has sensitive information, activate that. Two-step authentication is a must before people end up in your DMs and they leaking stuff and yeah, man.
Never been an actor. I'm locked in. Off the streets by my past, that's my two-step factor. You can say what you want by the kid, but the ops no but AB get matched up. I see enough funny use on the fence, so I act up. You don't wanna see 2 full clips in the ride driving like it's NASCAR. Headshot, send him to the sky like NASA.
And again, I said this in another reaction where every time I feel like somebody makes a particular kind of reference, I end up hearing similar references in songs that follow. Like Gully. PS had the Bruce, I can't remember the thing, but he said this one here is a portal. He said Bruce sent my man to another dimension. This one here is a portal. He's saying I sent this man into space, something NASA, like. That happens so often, yo. When somebody says something and then somebody else says something around the same time.
You want by the kid, but the ops no but AB get matched up. I see enough funny use on the fence, so I act up. You don't wanna see 2 full clips in the ride driving like it's NASCAR. Headshot, send him to the sky like NASA. Let me see it up, trigger my hand, bullet him, man, pulling it. Hangs with the ops, too much bullet him. Last time he lied him, but he's really pushing it. Little bro swings in the figure.
Man said we let you rock last time. Now you're pushing your luck, big fella.
Hangs with the ops, too much bullet him. Last time he lied him, but he's really pushing it. Little bro swings in the figure of 8. Me, I have full stops when I start shoving him. We don't think he's dead till he starts looking in. You can have this, call me, got bags full of it. Like that, ITC. Slap man on ITV. Sure.
He's gonna say something about IC3?
That I crashed, went hospital, why you finna shoot when them guys see me? 3 catch 3 2, get us my GG's. Now the man them expensive like Fiji. Come from big huntings and laser beam. I'll say one word and I make a weed. No. Yeah, I rap about the drills that I done when I swung that shank or clap that mash. Bear man tell you about the good times that they had, but they won't tell you when them good times went bad. No cap, I can tell you about times that I like big 40 car cool getting crashed on my back, but I still did it for next day. I was back on the block with Jack trying to step and crash. And I got this car on my neck, car when it's crunch time. I never fold, no. Real life, I hold my own. No. Little bro said, bro, let me hold this rap. I said, no, I hold my own. No. Do it yourself mentality, could be a tragedy, could be a casualty. Stay in your crib when I rise this pole. Pressure, man's giving the ups, then pressure. 3 beers in 2 days, that's pressure. Dishing out cool like the kindness gesture. Look, man, go find your God, you ain't dead, cuz. Man, know the farm, not pepper. Still trying to red man's top like ketchup. Beat gunshot, made the try. This car on my neck, car when it's crunch time. I never fold, no. Real life, I hold my own. No. Little bro said, bro, let me hold this rap. I said, no, I hold my own. No. Do it yourself mentality, could be a tragedy, could be a casualty. Stay in your crib when I rise this pole. Pressure, man's giving the ups, then pressure. 3.
I keep pressing whatever's the caption button. My fault, y'all. They don't even got the right words. Run it back.
He could be a casualty, stay in your crib when I rise this pole. Pressure, man's giving the ups, then pressure. 3 beers in 2 days, that's pressure. Dishing out cool like the kindness gesture. Look, man, go find your God, you ain't dead, cuz. Man, know the farm, not pepper. Still trying to red man's top like ketchup. Beat gunshot, made the trident fed up. Any up block, man, step get quet for. You know the fucking vibe, right?
Yo, who pissed him off?
No way. F's up. I get a brass club chest up. OFD.
Protect your chest.
Definitely no. Star gang. Sure.
I need some milk. I'm gonna drink his water instead. Jesus Christ, who pissed him off?
We got too much rappers and not enough slappers. He's a little liar. Pants on fire, like he never got shot out as a tire. Chest shot, like he look like juice and I'm hot when they get chopped like fruit.
Even on the Daily Duppy, he had to.
We got too much rappers and not enough slappers. He's a little liar. Pants on fire. Like he never got shot out as a tire. Chest shot. Make it leak like juice on an up block. When they get chopped like fruit. Aim for your head, try split into two. Then I'm doing date night just me and my.
So on this channel we hold the vows. That means we're getting straight into it, and honestly it shouldn't even come as a surprise. This one is a 10. Like it's what I like about Abs is that he will take these breaks, and every time he takes a break he comes back reinvented. Somebody's son, you can tell, was like that kind of transition between his product of my environment phase and this phase that he's now about to go into. But whatever it is coming after this, y'all expect it to be a madness, yo. If he's going in the direction that I think he's about to start going with his sound, get ready to hear a whole new sound, yo. Bruh. What I love about Abs' flow is that he's always reinventing it, and he's also always finding ways to take things that you're familiar with and flip it and mix it up just a little bit so it sounds and feels familiar, but it still is relatively ownable to that specific track that you're hearing the flow on. And if that's intentional, that kind of strategy is what gives people who are in creative fields a lot of longevity. Being able to take something very, very small and just tweak it little by little over time. It helps stretch out how long you can stay within that area and within that field. But at the same time, he also doesn't shy away from trying new sounds. The beat on this one, with the beats rather, even as a producer, the way you could take things that are familiar and then flipping it just a little bit into a slightly different sound. So it still has that drill kind of feeling to it, and even inklings of genres even before drill maybe, or sounds before drill, but still pushing it towards a slightly new direction. So it's familiar so that you're welcoming it and not too skeptical, but it's different enough that you feel like you're listening to something new. And just both of these beats were clean. I really want to hear Abs on more of these old school-ish kind of beats, and even these hybrid sounds where it's kind of taking it back just a little bit. So having the pieces of the new school sound with pieces of old school music as well. If that's the direction he's going, we about to get some new and improved, leveled up, I don't even know, freaking Digivolve, I don't know, ultimate form Abs. Bruh. And you know, lyrically as well, he didn't hold any punches. It's a Daily Duppy, so he had no choice. But something that I peeped is that it wasn't necessarily too heavy on like the storytelling side or on the wordplay side, but there's this weird happy medium between both of those things, and the rudeness too. But also giving you kind of like a real talk kind of a thing too. So he wasn't necessarily giving you like specific stories, but also showing you his story and his growth as a person. Telling you, listen, this isn't who I am, this is what I'm around, but I'm not doing these things per se. You feel me? But also saying, here's where I am, but I have to grow up, I have to level up. There are people who are depending on me now, so I can't be the exact same person. But also at the same time saying, don't get it messed up, I can still take it there. Nonetheless, I enjoyed this one a lot. It's probably gonna have to grow on me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's maybe a bit of a nostalgia factor with regards to his first Daily Duppy. That one, I know that one pretty much word for word, like damn near. And I love that Daily Duppy. It's my personal favorite Daily Duppy. I'm not saying it's the best, but it's my favorite Daily Duppy of all time. And it has some very memorable lines. I think as I listen to this one some more, the lines are going to be more and more memorable. Because he has some quotables. He definitely has some quotables. He has some things I want to listen to and re-experience. And even though this one is almost 7 minutes long, I have no problem listening to this top to bottom. That's kind of like a Dave factor. Dave has some really long tracks, but you don't mind listening to them. And that to me is some of the markings of artists who have a lot of longevity in this game. But again, if you haven't already, make sure you check out my intro to Abra Cadabra mix and playlist. Check out my interview with him. Check out my intro to Unknown T mix and playlist. The video explaining that one is going to be dropping soon, along with some other intro playlists. And as always, hang tight for some more reactions to do all those coming for y'all. But until next time, peace.